A fiery clash erupted on live television as comedian and commentator Jim Davidson delivered a blistering critique of Keir Starmer's controversial remarks about white working-class women. The Labour leader's recent statements, which many perceived as dismissive and out of touch, ignited widespread backlash, but Davidson's on-air takedown took the debate to an entirely new level. Starmer, in a speech addressing the challenges faced by modern Britain, made comments that were intended to highlight systemic inequalities. However, his phrasing, seemingly implying that white working-class women were less deserving of attention compared to other marginalized groups, sparked outrage. Critics accused him of alienating a significant portion of the Labour Party's traditional base, while supporters argued that his words were taken out of context. Enter Jim Davidson, a man who's never been shy about expressing his views. During a televised panel discussion, Davidson launched into a scathing attack on Starmer, accusing him of betraying the very people Labour was built to represent. "How can you claim to stand for equality," Davidson began, "when you're willing to throw working-class women under the bus to score political points?" His words were sharp, unapologetic, and struck a chord with many who feel disillusioned by modern political discourse. Davidson didn't stop there. He went on to highlight what he sees as a broader issue within today's Labour Party, a disconnect from its working-class roots. "Labour used to be the party of the people," he said, "but now it's run by elites who don't understand the struggles of everyday Britons." Starmer's comments are just the tip of the iceberg. The exchange quickly went viral, with clips of Davidson's remarks dominating social media platforms. Hashtags like #JimDavidson and #StarmerBacklash began trending as users weighed in on the controversy. Some praised Davidson for speaking up on behalf of those who felt silenced, while others criticized his approach as divisive and inflammatory. For Starmer, this isn't just a PR crisis, it's a moment of reckoning. The Labour leader has struggled to unite a fractured party while appealing to a broader electorate, but this controversy threatens to alienate a key demographic, white working-class voters who feel increasingly overlooked. His team has since issued statements attempting to clarify his remarks, emphasizing his commitment to equality and inclusion for all groups. Yet, for many, the damage has already been done. Davidson's critique also shines a light on the growing tension between public figures and the political establishment. As someone outside the political sphere, Davidson has the freedom to say what many are thinking but are too afraid to voice. His comments, while polarizing, reflect a frustration with leaders who seem out of touch with the realities of everyday life. This moment raises bigger questions about the role of politicians in addressing intersectionality without alienating specific groups. Can leaders effectively tackle inequality without creating new divisions? And how much responsibility do public figures like Davidson bear in shaping the narrative? The fallout from this incident is far from over. Starmer faces mounting pressure to rebuild trust with his base, while Davidson's remarks have sparked a broader conversation about class, identity, and representation in modern Britain. For now, one thing is clear: this is more than just a war of words. It's a reflection of deeper societal tensions that politicians and commentators alike cannot ignore. But what do you think? Did Jim Davidson's critique hit the mark, or was it an overstep? And how should Keir Starmer respond to this growing backlash? Let us know in the comments. Smash that like button if you think this is a debate worth having, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth coverage of today's most controversial stories.